Gentlemen, this is cannonwhood on PS4, going to give a little tutorial on how to correctly and accurately fly a helicopter. The controls are a little different than they are in BF3, and it took me a while to figure it out. The helicopters fly differently, but I just wanted to show you my controls and how I fly and see if I can be able to help you out. Right now, controls is I have for the soldiers it's different. Vertical look I play inverted. For you it could be normal, doesn't matter. Vehicle buttons I put on veteran, sticks default. Heli buttons veteran default, and the vertical flight is inverted. Okay, and we'll go with the little bird right off the bat. Okay, ooh, nice snake kill. Anyways, whenever you change the controls, it changes the controls to right trigger is throttle up, left trigger is throttle down. What the right stick does, you tilt it left, you'll roll. You tilt it right, you'll roll left. And then pull back. And then forward. And what the left stick does is completely rotates the helicopter. Vice versa. Go left on it, you spin left, you go right on it, you spin right. And whenever you push up and down on it, it does absolutely nothing. But it's very hard to explain it because the little bird is very agile, very quick. It can do a lot of things, get you out of hairy situations. It's not as fast as the other, or it's not as fast as the attack helicopter, but it's just as agile. You can fly just as low, do whatever you need to do, spin on a dime, do whatever you need to do. It's also not as powerful as the attack helicopter, but you can also have 4 people or 3 extra people in the helicopter with you. 2 repairing and 1 in the front to help you spot out enemies on the ground or all up in the air to let you know how to do it. Also, another thing, while you're in the cockpit, pilot, push up on the D-pad and you can move the controller, motion sensitivity. You can tilt it all around and look around the helicopter as a cockpit. I don't really do that while I'm flying unless I'm specifically looking for one thing, like a jet or another helicopter, because I lost sight of it. Because I usually play hardcore, so I cannot go in third-person view. At the same time, I also only use air-to-ground missiles, which you only get 1, and then I'll have to reload. And I use a 25mm cannon, which also has explosive rounds. These are very, very effective against infantry, light armors, vehicles, and it can help you finish off boats or any vehicles you've already locked onto in order to blow it up. Like, yeah, we'll do this one right here. Oh, come on, lock on. And then you just finish it off with your guns. Whoop. A little too close. Now that one's fully damaged. By the time you've done all of that, they usually get out. So a couple of more hits and they're done. But the scout helicopter is also one of my favorites, just because it's so agile. You can do almost anything you want to with it. Turn around real fast, moves very, very quickly. Now I'm gonna land this. We're gonna go to the attack helicopter. Just flying a little bit there. Ooh, snaking. Does it even have my logo on there? No, it doesn't. Okay, attack helicopter. They are showing only the American. Attack helicopter, same thing. R2 up, L2 down, tilt forward, back, roll, strafe, whatever you want to call it. Now, you really are going to have to get really used to using both the sticks at the same time, especially when turning. like rolling and being able to level out real quick, then turning like that without rolling at all. Now the crazy thing about the attack helicopters, you get a gunner. Oh, let's not do that again. You only get one gunner. He can have up to 3 different weapons besides his main cannon. He can, oh, maybe only one. I can't remember. I'm not a gunner all the time. I'm surprised that didn't work. But the attack helicopters are slower moving. They have a faster speed, but they cannot turn. They cannot... Oh, damn. Whoops. They cannot turn as fast as a little bird. See, like right then and there, I was going way too fast and I should have not gone so fast. My fault. Luckily, I'm in the test range, so there's an extra one here. Woohoo! But the attack helicopter is the most powerful out of the two. There's long-range Hydra rockets, smart rockets, or Zuni rockets, which is the same thing that you could get in the AA and BMPs, or LAVs, which are whatever you want to call them. Light armor vehicles, the thing right below the tank. But it's also with the attack chopper as a driver, you can get heat seekers or tow missiles as well. And then the 3 different kinds of Hydra rockets. It's a very fun helicopter to master. As soon as you master it, and you don't get taken down by one match, you will feel indestructible. It gives you a huge ego boost. It's an awesome vehicle to fly. I love it. It's my favorite. But I'm gonna blow it up. Now, the support chopper. It is the most heaviest, the most unmaneuverable, but it takes the most damage. It usually takes, depending on where you get hit, it usually takes 3 or 4 heat seekers or rockets in order to take it down. Not RPGs. RPGs I think probably takes like 2. Straw, maybe 1, depending on where you hit it. But you can switch in and out of the seats. Has a fairly decent takeoff. As you can see, I just switched all the seats and was able to get the rotors to turn again. But it is the most heaviest. It can bank the easiest. But at the same time, without it being as maneuverable, like, ugh. Very slow rise, very slow decrease. But it's great if you're really good at flying a helicopter. Most likely you should be piloting the scout helicopter in order to get your troops in and out of areas, be able to land very quickly, drop people off, whatever the case may be. You might be taken out every single time you get in it, but if you're good enough, you can get your people from the deployment all the way to the other side before being taken out, to where you can get most of your troops wherever they need to go. And if you can stay in the air, you can become a mobile spawn point. Half the team doesn't know that, but usually whenever I'll fly around, I'm usually flying around the objectives, just waiting for people to spawn on me and jump out, spawn on me and jump out. Not a lot of people do that, but in my opinion, I think they should. If you have any more questions, comments, anything of that nature, please leave a comment. You can shoot me a message on PS4. I may not accept the friend request, but you can always shoot me a message. I have it to where anybody can send me a message. The name is cannonwhood, CANNONWHOOD, all one word, on PSN, PlayStation 4, PS3, whatever the case may be, or the PlayStation app. Let's see if I can hit this real quick. Oh. whatever. But yeah. Well, anyways, thank you for tuning in, and next video I'll be making will be about jets, F-35s and whatnot. Alright, have a good one.